You motherfucking too. Back with another YouTube video, man. You know what I'm saying? It's DJ. I just recorded another story time. So this is gonna be the second story time of the day. We is grinding road to 1K. But if y'all don't know, we hosted a motherfucking party on Friday. Now mind you, right? Okay. Mind you, this party took months of planning for some odd reason. You know, if you don't know me and my friends, you know, me and my friends are very, what's the word, unorganized, right? We're very unorganized and we are very last minute. So those are two negatives about us that that all of y'all already know. To be honest, myself, sometimes I can be last minute and sometimes I can be unorganized. So maybe I'm the 25% that went into this, but we tried our best literally to get everything organized, right? So starting off, the amount of work it took for this party, bro, and the outcome that happened was just, I'm not gonna lie, just deeply hurts my soul. But let me get to it. Okay, let's get to it. March. We created a party, you know what I'm saying? A little party. Y'all don't know, Shakers motherfucking only. Now, that idea, I'm not gonna lie, I created the Shakers only. But you know, everybody did their own part, like in terms of like creating the theme for the party. But I created Shakers only. That is the theme of our party, Shakers only. So if you not shaking no ass, do not come. Do not come, right? Okay, so boom. I'm not gonna lie, this took months. Now, mind you, we had a house party. We don't have no crib. So we had to buy an Airbnb, and that's where we fucked up, right? Now, mind you, you might be asking, DJ, why you ain't do like a venue or nothing like that? I'm not gonna lie. At that time, we was like, venues gonna be mad expensive, bro. My homeboys at NCAT, they be hosting, you know, venue party and shit like that, and I've been hearing they be talking about 1,400, 1,500. Shit, you lost me. 1,400 nothing. So we was like, okay, we can scratch venues out the window. Let's go for something like a little bit more affordable, right? So okay, Airbnb, right? We tried an Airbnb. We literally look for like at least a month. First of all, we figure out the date, okay? We figure out the time we're gonna do, and we kind of figure like a general area on where we're trying to do that. First, we said Richmond. If y'all don't know, Richmond is the capital of motherfucking Virginia, right? Richmond City, right? Okay, so boom, we're trying to do it in Richmond. So like, okay, let's try our best to find a Airbnb that has no neighbors, that has no cameras. If it does have a camera, then we can try to go past it. We can try to, you know what I'm saying? We can try to work through it, right? Boom. Yo, this gonna be a story time, y'all. This gonna be, bro. Please, hold on, y'all get your popcorn, please. Please, I get your popcorn. Y'all get something to eat. You know what I'm saying? No cap. This might be a long one, bro. We make the flyer. Yeah, I actually have the flyer right here. This is the flyer. No. Okay, hold on. Let's clap it up, man. Clap it up for ChatGPT #1. I'm not gonna lie, yo. This is a W flyer. Yo, let me know down in the comments. W flyer, yes or no. But y'all already see we put Shakers only. Hold on, let's see if we can focus. We put Shakers only plus 18 plus, and look at the detail, bro. Look at the detail, gang. You know what I'm saying? So we was trying to spend at least a month trying to find Airbnbs, right? I'm in college. Mind you, this is like March, beginning of April, right? So I'm still in school. I'm still trying to lock in, do my schoolwork, and still do, you know, YouTube and this, that, and the third. I wasn't even worrying about no party, right? I was like, yo, let me just lock in with this shit so I can get this semester over with, and maybe we can try to do this party sometime else, maybe next summer or in a couple months or something like that. So okay, and then the conversation of a party comes up again with our, you know what I'm saying, within our group chat. We're like, okay, it was my homeboy, it was me, my homeboy Mad Dog, Madison, MG, you know what I'm saying, my nigga Moody, and Stone, aka JJ, right? And I know y'all seen 5 people on the flyer. That's, you know what I'm saying, Francis. Y'all don't know, that's Francis. Yeah, like that, right? So okay, boom. We figured out that we're gonna have a house party, and my homeboy Stone, he had sent a B&B in there. I ain't gonna lie, this B&B was low key. I'm not gonna lie. At first, it was the best B&B that we had. It was the best B&B, right? But it looked like it was like in a little townhouse joint. I'm not gonna lie, it was like a little townhouse. We were like, okay, boom. A lot of Airbnbs don't say like, okay, you can throw a party there. But that B&B specifically said parties are allowed, right? It said parties are allowed, and they said birthdays, events, baby showers, weddings. I like a whole bunch of events, like event shit, which is kind of crazy because why would somebody have a baby shower in a townhouse? You know what I'm saying? Listen, it looked ghetto, but at the same time, ghetto is what we wanted. Oh! Ghetto is what we wanted when it came to not graduation, my fault. When it came to house parties and the shakers on there, the motherfucking theme, this ghetto is what we wanted, right? So we all come up with the date. We said, okay, listen, this B&B is X amount of dollars. We only have to pay X amount. Each person only has to pay X amount. So we try to figure out a date. We came up with May 3rd, 4th, something like that. You know what I'm saying? But then, okay, the day of the day of when everybody's supposed to put in, one of our homeboys is like, okay, that's hosting a party. He's like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, we gotta delay it a little bit. I can't put in right now because I'm getting a new car. So we like, oh shit, I'm not gonna lie. And this is what we mean. We are very unorganized, bro. But thank God, right? We like, okay, but we stressing because we like, yo, I'm not gonna lie. This B&B could be here and then tomorrow it might be took. You know what I'm saying? So by the grace of God, Friday comes, right? Because he said, yeah, we gotta wait till Friday so I can, get this car and shit like that. Then we can put it in Friday, right? So Friday comes up. The spot is still there. We're good. We book it, right? And usually when you book it, you have to get approval from the guest or something like that. Not from the guest. You gotta get approval from the host and shit like that. I'm getting nervous, right? Cause I'm like, yo, I didn't want to drop. Mind you, the party flyer is ready. The everything's ready. I didn't made the bio and everything, Posh app, everything. When I tell you, the owner didn't even approve our request, gang. They didn't approve. Listen. We was gonna book the B&B Friday and drop the motherfucker flyer the same day. Okay, time goes past, right? We're trying to be optimistic, right? So Friday, okay, I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna lie. I was in a car actually shopping for my mother for Mother's Day, and my sister and shit like that for Mother's Day. Back in the back of my head, I'm like, yo, what if these people don't approve us, bro? Like, what if they don't approve us? And my homeboy Madison, he was like, bro, just drop the flyer. We just gonna still drop the flyer. They're gonna approve us, bro. Just come on, we still gonna drop the flyer. But I'm like, yo, something in my head, my intuition is never wrong. This one thing about it, my intuition is never wrong. So I'm like, okay, I pushed the flyer back. You can schedule a time. You can literally schedule a post on Instagram. So I scheduled the post. At first I did 4 o'clock, right? It's still Friday. Owner never approved our request. I said, you know what? I'm gonna push it back to 4:30, right? Owner never approved our request then. Pushed it back to 5 o'clock. Owner still has not gotten back at all. I'm gonna push it back to 6:10, 6:15. I'm in the car, nigga. I check my Instagram. Gang, I'm not gonna lie. Yo, I'm getting all these notifications and shit like that. All these likes and all this. I dropped the flyer on accident, bro. I dropped the fucking flyer on accident. I kept pushing the time back. I was on the road, obviously driving. You know what I'm saying? Focused on driving. And I checked my phone, it caught up to me. So we dropped the flyer, bro. So we said, shit, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? So a day goes past, right? Mind you, first day, our shit is getting at least 100 likes the first day. Bad people, reposting it and stuff like that, right? Showing love. And I appreciate everybody that did that, by the way. The next day, we get a message from Airbnb, basically regarding that. So the owner has not approved our request. So we're gonna give y'all the money back, and y'all just gonna have to find another B&B. Left us for fucking dead. So I'm like, yo, we just dropped the flyer and we have no B&B. Now, mind you, okay, some niggas, okay, listen, some niggas might be like, yo, it's not that serious, right? It's not that serious, but you have to understand the friends that I have, right? We bullshit a lot and we're very last minute. So I'm like, yo, bro, mind you, our party's in 2 weeks, right? So we're doing this 2 weeks in advance. We are sitting here with no B&B. Now, I like to play it safe, right? I'm like, okay, I only want to drop the flyer when I know we have a place to party, right? When there's no ifs, ands, buts about it, but it caught up to me, so I couldn't really do nothing. Basically, we stressing. We already stressing. Even though the party's in 2 weeks, yo, my anxiety goes through the roof. Cause I'm like, yo, gang, we gotta find a B&B, bro. We have to find one, gang. The next few days, we sit and try to find a B&B. Now, mind you, some niggas not doing their job, right? Some, no. And first of all, okay, scratch all that. I forgot. We texted in the midst of us finding other B&Bs. We actually like contacted the people, the first B&B, the B&B in Richmond, the townhouse. That didn't approve us. We texted them. Now I'm not gonna lie. I seen the B&B that my homeboy sent. Right. I rechecked what it said, and it said host replies in a few days or more. Oh. In a few days or fucking more. So when I seen that, I said, I already knew it was some bullshit. I already knew this nigga won't go answer. This nigga ain't even answer till this day. Damn. Till this day, gang. So I'm like, yo, bro. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, gang. We gotta find a different B&B, bro. At this time, he's not doing a job. The only people that's really finding B&Bs for real is me and my homeboy Madison, MG. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't trying to cancel shit. I wanted to party. I'm keeping it 100. Fast forward, you know what I'm saying? We go through some B&Bs and shit like that. And my homeboy Madison, he called me. He said, yo, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I think I found a B&B, but only downside is that motherfucker far. So I'm like, yo, gang, how far we talking about? This nigga talking about Jarrett, Virginia. Oh! This nigga sent me a B&B that's in Jarrett. Now, if y'all don't know where Jarrett is basically 40 minutes from everybody. 45 minutes from everybody, and it's country. We trying to ask around, okay, like, and the B&B is cheap. It's cheap as a bitch. This shit like $200. And I'm like, shit, nigga, we can definitely hit that motherfucker, and we gonna have money left over to keep or for, you know what I'm saying, other necessities, right? So, okay, I'm like, you know what, bro? Fuck it, I jacket. I don't even care. We need something right now. I'm not gonna lie. We need something, because I didn't even want to promote. I literally did not. I didn't want to promote anymore. I didn't want to promote a party anymore until we found a B&B, bro. We go up there. We booked that B&B. We asking girls. We actually, you know, our other homeboys, you know what I'm saying? Are y'all gonna drive 40 minutes, 45 minutes to this party? You know what I'm saying? Then I'm telling people, I'm like, okay, would y'all rather drive 15, 20 minutes for a party and then get shut down in the first hour? Or would y'all drive 40 minutes and y'all still be able to party and shit like that, right? We go take a trip to go see the B&B, because we already have the address and shit like that. We go take a trip to, like, you know, kind of scope the scenery out, maybe see like where there's a park and this, that, and the third. Yo, we drive past it. This is in my vlog. Soon as we drive past it, niggas just quiet. As soon as we drive past it, niggas is quiet. There's a white man in the yard playing with his dog. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that was the B&B owner or not. But mind you, we in the country, and them roads tight as fuck, right? They is tight as fuck. They is, you know what I'm saying? Like my homeboy JJ could barely even drive on that bitch, right? What? Whoa! Shit, dog, nigga, what are you doing? This nigga Moody, he talking about some, oh hell no, we not doing this. JJ, he like, yeah, nah, this not gonna work. I ain't gonna lie. So two of the niggas in the front, they complaining, this, that, and the third. Me and Madison, me and MG, we like, gang, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, this is the only thing that we got, bro. And y'all niggas ain't help find no B&B, none like that. So this is the best we got. Now, mind you, this B&B was not a terrible B&B. There's a lot of outside space. Inside space, I can't really, you know what I'm saying? I can't really say nothing about that. I pull up my laptop, right? Because I knew I was gonna have to look at something. I just knew. So I put out my laptop, right? And we find a big house, gang. A big house, right? It's in Hanover. Hanover, if y'all don't know, Hanover is kind of like north a little bit. It's also 40 minutes away from everybody. Also very far. It had 4 or 5 bedrooms, which would be good for all of us, right? And then it was upstairs, downstairs. Looked like it had plenty of space. Also, too, it looked like it didn't have as many neighbors, right? that's really the goal. We're trying to have no neighbors, and also too, it had no cameras, right? We contact our little plug to get his B&B. We're like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, yo, we have to get this shit right now, gang. So boom, the plug already has the money to get it, right? You know what I'm saying? My homeboy Sean. By the way, without our plug, our Sean, you know what I'm saying, and his brother, there would be no party. By the way, there would be no party, there would be no B&B. So we like, yo, bro, I'm not gonna lie, cancel. We tell him, yo, cancel the country B&B, bro. Cancel that one. He was like, yo, you sure? He was like, bro, fuck it, do it. And then he tries to book the handover one. Probably an hour and 30 minutes later, he sends us a message from Airbnb that they sent to him. It said, it came up with an error message. It said, we couldn't complete your reservation. It looks like you might be planning an unauthorized or disruptive party. If this is a mistake, you can appeal. Now, I ain't gonna lie. When I seen this, my heart dropped to fucking the core of the earth, gang. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm like, yo, it's really one thing after another, gang. I'm sitting in here stressed again, mind you. Okay, it's how many days is it? It's probably like, we probably have about like a week, maybe a week and some days until our party. So probably like a week and maybe like 1 day or a week or 2 days, right, until our party. It gave our plug, what's it called, a motherfucking error message, basically saying, not an error message, email basically saying that, okay, you can only book a private room or a hotel. So we're fucked. We are literally we're fucked in the ass. We try to get our plug's brother. His name is Corey, right? Shout out to Corey, bro. But still, without him, we would not be, you know, having no party at all. Now, this other B&B, right? This B&B is next to two ponds, and the neighbors are a little bit far. I'm like, okay, cool. We should be good. And then also too, the only bad part about that B&B was the Ring camera. But I'm gonna get to that later. So boom, we book it. We go to the B&B, right? This is the day before the party, right? Day before Friday. Madison was the first one there. I was the second one there. So once I step in, I'm like, oh fuck no. Oh! I'm like, oh fuck no. When I tell you, bro, that space was so limited. Time passed, right? Time passed. We kind of like, you know, going around the area trying to see where people can park. You know what I'm saying? I told people to park at a Food Lion. Kind of like made a little PSA. The Food Lion, or like there's like a little church. You know, I'm sorry. Mind you, I made several PSAs. Now, this is important to know. I made several PSAs on parking because obviously you cannot park in people's yards. You can't park on people's, you know what I'm saying, little streets and shit like that, because that is another way people can get it shut down, get the party shut down. So I made that clear. Day of the party, we get our security right, we make a plan for the security. We literally had cars blocking the Ring camera, right? The Ring camera was on the front porch. So basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna have everybody come through with the back, right? Come through the back, around the house, through the back to get inside into the party. That was the entrance. We couldn't have the entrance being in the front yard, right? So we blocked cars right in front. We literally curved it so they can't see all the people that's coming in. You gotta understand, we are smart as a bitch. Even though we have some flaws, we are smart as a bitch. Now shout out to Sean, because he made that idea up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we like, okay, yeah, this is sturdy, like we're good. I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna lie, we're good. We have security at the front door doing the tickets. We have my homeboy Sean directing the traffic, basically telling people to go around the cars, don't go the other way. Everything is smooth. Everything is smooth. People started showing up 8, 9 o'clock, you know, and our party started at 10. I'm not gonna lie, I'm already blizzed up. I ain't gonna lie, I'm already a little blizzed up. Oh, everybody a little already blizzed up, bro. My homeboy Madison, bro, you know, he blizzed up, but Madison, one thing to know about him is he be aggressive when he drunk, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's that nigga. When he get drunk, this nigga will fight Thor when he drunk. I'm like, yo. I go downstairs, so I'm like, hold on, let me check on the door and shit like that. And my ex pulled up where her three homegirls, right? Now, mind you, we don't fuck with one of them. You know what I'm saying? We don't fuck with one of them. She is over on some day room shit. We do not fuck with, you know, we do not fuck with her at all. Not in the slightest, not in any way, right? You know what I'm saying? But the other two was good. You know what I'm saying? The one with the dreads, she was alright. You know what I'm saying? I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But the one with the cornrows, and y'all know who I'm talking about. We do not mess with her, gang. And I got tight too, because I'm like, okay, boom. Y'all know, first of all, I don't know what happened at the security door. I guess they just went in and shit, like they just bars in. Mind you, we know the security though. Security is not actual security. but it's security, right? You know what I'm saying? So he had basically said the security, he was like, my homeboy keep on and clip. They was like, oh yeah, I thought, you know, I thought they was good to get in. So like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. And they just went in. They didn't even like stop or nothing. No tickets, no nothing. They just went in, right? So boom, they going up the stairs. Madison on the bottom of the stairs, gang. My ex and one of her homegirls are already kind of like up the stairs in the party, and I'm like in the middle of the stairs, gang. I'm like, okay, listen, I don't know what's going on. And mind you, the girl that we don't, the stud that we don't fuck with, the two studs are on the bottom of the stairs, gang. So Madison like, hold on. This nigga don't want her in the party, right? This nigga put his feet out, gang. Oh! Trying to block one of the studs from getting upstairs into the party. So the stud, you know what I'm saying, try to be Billy Badass. She try to, you know what I'm saying, you know, still go up the stairs, right? This nigga Madison, yo, oh my god. This nigga grabbed her by the book bag. And mind you, we said no book bags, by the way. She had a book bag. So the security was just, listen, I don't know. They did their job at the same time. That was the only thing that went wrong, right? This nigga Madison grabs her by... This nigga Madison grabs her by the book bag and slings her down the stairs, gang. Oh! And slings her down the stairs, man. Yo, and then so the stud, she like, bro, get the fuck off me, you know what I'm saying? Crying and shit like that. Cause first of all, I'm not gonna lie, she wasn't even supposed to be in our party anyway, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, okay, I'm like, yo, I'm telling my homeboy, I'm telling Madison, I'm like, bro, chill, bro, let him go, gang, let him go. This nigga said, what you wanna do? Nigga, she started cursing down, what you wanna do? Mind you, they going up the stairs and shit like that. The stud talking more shit and all that, this, that, and the third. And I'm not gonna lie, we take this nigga outside. We gotta take him outside, gang. I'm like, gang, I know, relax, bro. This nigga talking about some, bro, y'all don't know, y'all ain't not standing on business. You know we don't fuck with them. They supposed to at least pay and shit like that. You know, I'm like, bro, I understand, gang, but I told him, bro, I said, for the sake of the party, bro, like, for the sake of them not shutting it down, any other time, yeah, they gotta pay. And next time, they getting, I'm like, hey, listen, y'all watching this video right now, y'all are paying. On my mama. On my mama, y'all paying this time. I ain't lie. Y'all lucky the motherfucking security was fucking Bojack and fucking Butthead, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I went up to my ex. I'm like, bro, gang, I'm not gonna lie, gang. You know that we do not fuck with her, gang. So for you to like sit here and barge into our party like that, and y'all know that we don't fuck with her, gang. Now you are day room. I'm not gonna lie. Nah, that is day room. And you don't even try to take, you don't even respect nobody to respect me enough to be like, yo, I'm not gonna lie, is she good to come in and shit like that? Or does she have to pay, whatever? I don't give a fuck if I said female for free anyway. That bitch wanna be a nigga so bad, that bitch is paying. I don't give a fuck. She still gets no bitches. And you don't even have the enough respect to be like, yo, you like at least just ask. Like at least ask. Y'all just come into barging to nigga party and shit like that, gang. You know what I'm saying? Now, if we had some actual security, some motherfucking actual buff nigga security with some tactical vests and some shit, y'all would have left. Merch. On my mother's life, y'all would have left. But I said for the sake of the party, you know what I'm saying? Let's keep it cordial. We here to have fun. I don't care. I'm not even trying to get this shit shut down. So I said, bro, you know what? Y'all are good. Y'all just go. Mind you, that's and talked about my moms, talk shit upon me, my other homeboys, and she is just you know, that just tells her character by herself. You know what I'm saying? She's just insecure by herself. It was God talking to me. When you host a party, you can't really pick and choose who to let in or not. Call my homeboy down. My homeboy go up there, go up to the party, and he apologize, like go up to, you know what I'm saying, my ex and her homegirl, not but her homegirl. He apologized because he was wilding. Okay, I'll give him, he was wilding, but at the same time, we don't be just, you know what I'm saying, wilding out for no reason, bro. When there's some overly fake, you know, fake day room shit, first of all, you're not about to talk about nobody's moms and then get into their party game. I'm not gonna lie. But for the sake of the party, I say, you know what, bro? Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. I said, go ahead. Y'all have fun. So I know I'm gonna have my fun, right? I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I ain't like, the party's going on for like probably like 15, 20 more minutes. I'm over here fucking pouring bitch shots and shit. I'm over here having whipped cream. Y'all don't even know the whipped cream method. I'm over here putting whipped cream and his mouth and shit, you know what I'm saying? Having the time of my motherfucking life. Twerk songs come on, you know what I'm saying? I talked to nigga Moody, bruh. I said, yo, watch it. I put a twerk song on. Everybody getting lit to the twerk song and shit. Bitches twerking and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm still pouring alcohol in their mouths and all this, that, and the third. And I'm having a time. I'm having a ball, gang. I'm having a ball. I'm having a blast, actually. That whipped cream just made it even better. I'm having a ball. Couple minutes later, gang, I'm not gonna lie, it's probably about 40 minutes into the party, bro. My homeboy Madison come up to me. He said, yo, the B&B owner sent an email to Corey, the one who booked it, you remember, right? They said they know what we're doing. The police are on the fucking way, man. Yo, my heart dropped, gang. I said, no. I said no. So boom, my homeboys was outside, of course, outside the party directing the traffic and shit like that. They told me all they seen was 2, 3, 4, 5 cop cars pull up like a motherfucking task force. Everybody in there, mind you. Yo, our shit was, I ain't gonna lie, our shit was beating, gang. I'm not gonna lie, our shit was beating. If we had like 30, 40 more minutes, the upstairs would have been packed. Merch on my life, the upstairs would have been packed. It was already a little bit packed, but it won't. You know what I'm saying? You could walk, but you still had to, you know what I'm saying, maneuver a little bit. You know what I'm saying? The cops pull up, gang. Now, lie to you not. All I seen was a motherfucking strobe light in the window. Everybody, we telling everybody, shh. We telling everybody in the party to try to keep quiet. Everybody shushing each other and making more noise or some other bullshit. I'm about to get tight, gang. So I'm like, bro, yo, please, everybody just be quiet, bro. Everybody be quiet, gang. Police are on the balcony, and the upstairs is literally connected to the balcony, obviously, right? They're like doing a little strobe light and shit. Everybody getting down, dropping to the deck, nigga. Everybody dropping to the deck. All I see, I'm towards the stairs, right? So the stairs obviously is a downstairs like patio and shit like that. All I see is my homeboy Sean like this with the strobe light and the police behind him. All I see him like this. Merch. With his hands up. I said, yeah, we're fucked. Fast forward, basically everybody moving around doing dumb ass shit, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, I still was flirting. I know I don't take, you know what I'm saying, serious situations serious. And my homeboy Madison, he was like, "Let's cut it out." I said, "My fault." Fast forward, homeboy Sean, he come upstairs. He like, "Bro, I ain't gonna lie, everybody gotta leave. Everybody gotta leave." Mind you, is running past the police and doing like, you know how niggas just be doing dumb ass shit, gang. Just be acting like they just committed a case file felony, gang, or like they have a whole ass rocket launcher switch on them. Y'all is not felons, gang. Why are y'all running from the cops? Go outside. Mad cops outside, gang. There's at least probably eight cops. I'm not gonna lie, 8 cops outside. And that's why I salute my nigga Sean so bad, bro. If it wasn't for Sean, we would have been absolutely fucked in the ass. We would have been done. We literally, even we had to leave and we paid for the B&B. So he's telling the cops, oh yeah, basically pointing to me, Madison, and Moody and shit like that. And mind you, shit, JJ dipped. Dame dipped too. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell y'all, Dame put in for the Prince George one. So we like, bro, how the fuck did this shit get shut down, gang? We thinking about it like, it won't the music, because if it was the music, my homeboy Sean, he was outside like directing traffic, literally outside the B&B, he would have called us and said, yo, the music too loud. It wasn't the people, gang. We got word that one of JJ's homeboys knocked on the neighbor's motherfucking door and asked if he could park next to their house, gang. Next to their house. Now, I know y'all are wondering. DJ, I thought you said the park at Food Lion. I thought you said the park at Food Lion or the church, right? This nigga parked at Food Lion at first, moved his car, and then knocked on the neighbor's fucking door like a dumbass nigga and asked, can he park right there? The neighbors tricked this nigga, gang. This nigga said, bro, I talked to the Asian lady, referring to the neighbors. Bro, they was hella cool, bro. They was cool with it, bro. Gang, how stupid, bro. On my life, I wanted to fight that day. On my life, I wanted to fight that day. I wanted to fight so bad, gang. I was already rough, you know what I'm saying? I was already drunk, and I wanted to fight that day. And my homeboy Madison was too. Cause gang, what do you mean you knocked on the neighbor's door? And I ain't gonna lie, JJ was with the nigga that did it. They called my homeboy Madison, and Madison wasn't trying to hear that, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Niggas started arguing and shit like that. He wasn't trying to hear that, right? So he hung up. JJ and the that did it, they met us at the food line, right? Mind you, we have to leave. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? We driving our cars to food line, and there's girls at food line complaining that our party got fucking shut down, gang. I'm looking at them and I'm tight, gang. Cause I'm like, yo, this is our crowd, gang. This is literally our crowd. We trying to tell everybody, bro, maybe if we, you know what I'm saying, get everything under control, maybe people can come back and we gonna have like a small like little kickback or something like that. I don't know. But we couldn't even do that. The Airbnb owners kicked us out fully. I'm tight as a bitch, gang. I'm very tight. Cause I'm like, yo, bro, I'm not gonna lie. That is the stupidest thing I have ever heard. Yo, no. I told my friends, yo, and if you're watching this too, I'm gonna tell you this to your face, gang. You are the dumbest nigga I've ever met. I'm gonna let you know that right now, gang. You won the dumbest nigga of the year award. I'm gonna let you know why. Why on God's green earth, when people say to park somewhere, that you're not excluded, gang. You don't get pretty boy privileges, gang. And it's for a reason, gang. Why are you asking the neighbors if you can at 10 at night if you can park right next to their house, gang? Now, mind you, they probably got kids. They probably asked, what you parking here for? He probably said, for the party. What are you doing? What on earth are you doing? So everybody that's watching this video that made it to Shakers Only, thank you so much for making it. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much for buying your ticket and, you know what I'm saying, at least giving us a chance. You know, to giving us a chance, because this is our first party that we hosted. Thank you so much. But I'm letting y'all know that was the reason why we got shut down. It wasn't because of the people. It wasn't because of the music. It wasn't because of nothing else. This nigga knocked on the neighbor's door. I'm gonna say it again. He knocked on the neighbor's door and asked, can he park next to their house? The neighbors probably definitely know the other B&B owner, right? You know what I'm saying? So that was just the most stupidest shit you could ever do. You know what I'm saying? So that is why our party got shut down. So mind you, our party was going on for about 40-50 minutes. 40-50 minutes. I'm not gonna lie, and that was the best 40-50 minutes I ever had in my motherfucking life. And I'm gonna let y'all know right now, all I'm saying is, if the cops would have went in the house, we was getting the RICO case of hell. I'll let y'all know that right now. We was getting the indictment of agony, the infinite indictment. That's the whole story. That's what I've been going through for the past 3 days. Look, y'all see them strobe lights? Nah. I'm telling you. And some people already started leaving. But look, let me see if y'all, let me turn this on. Mind you, and there's mad niggas in the other bedroom too. Cause there was two bedrooms in the kitchen, bro. Two bedrooms on the first floor. Cops outside. Nah, and when I told you, bro, it was Montego Bay. We had them things in there, gang. That was just a horror story, bro. And hopefully y'all enjoyed this story time, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. And if y'all want me to do any more story times, let me know down in the comments, man. If y'all enjoyed this story time, hit me up on Instagram, DJVlogsQ_. And I'm gonna see y'all. Love y'all. Roll to 1K. And